Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballerina. So, Barbie has had a pretty bad track record with us on this channel. We reacted to Barbie in the pink shoes, which was absolutely blasphemous. They added drum beats to Tchaikovsky. It was a whole mess.
It was a mess.
And then after that, we reacted to Barbie in the Nutcracker, where the portrayal of ballet was better, but the animation was a little...
questionable.
A little iffy.
But we got a lot of comments saying that it is an absolute crime to be picking on these two movies while completely skipping over the peak of Barbie's ballet career, which is apparently Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. And listen, we don't want to be criminals here, so we're gonna give Barbie one more chance to redeem herself in today's commentary.
Up till now, Barbie has not really been able to impress us all that much. So if you are ready to see how this goes down, then hit the like button and we shall proceed.
So in previous Barbie roasting sessions, or some of y'all called it the barbecue session, we always say that, oh, we have never watched these movies. We have absolutely no nostalgic connection to Barbie whatsoever. In today's video, it's a little different.
Yep.
We have not watched Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. However, we did grow up reading the book about that same story. So it was 12 Dancing Princesses, but like in book form.
They had like photos from the movie as the pictures in the book.
And that was definitely a core childhood memory. And so we'd be lying if we said we weren't a little bit nostalgic with this particular movie, but
We're gonna try and set it aside for the roast today.
we're gonna be objective.
We're gonna be objective
very
here.
objective. Subjectively objective.
Subjectively
but, you know.
objective.
So we're gonna give you guys a little bit of context on this scene before we watch it, according to our memory based on the book. So basically what's happening in the movie is that the 12 Dancing Princesses are placed under the care of their aunt, Duchess Rowena, and basically they're supposed to be training to become more proper princesses. But Rowena is like extremely strict, and so under her care there's no dancing allowed, there's no singing, none of the things that they love to do, and so it's kind of stifling to their creativeness, and so they're looking for a way of escape. Somehow or other, they manage to discover this magical land, and there, since they're kind of like free from all of their royal responsibilities and duties, then they're free to dance and have music and enjoy themselves independently. And so that's where the scene takes place, in this dancing scene that we're about to watch. They're in this magical garden, away from all of the worries at home, and it's just them enjoying themselves. So
I'll put a side note. This sounds very familiar to another famous 12 Dancing Princesses that we know in the ballet rep, which is actually from The Firebird.
Yes.
We have Zarebna the Beautiful and 12 other princesses in the enchanted Forbidden Garden dancing to forget their troubles.
as far as the choreography goes, all of the dancing scenes, I believe, in this movie were choreographed by Peter Martins, who was at the time the ballet master at the New York City Ballet. And it's pretty cool, the animation process. They had actual dancers assist with the animation of the dancing.
Like motion capture.
Yeah, motion capture. Genevieve, our protagonist of the movie, or like Barbie playing Genevieve, is danced by Maria Karofsky. We love her, who is the principal at the time with the New York City Ballet. And then for the other dancers and sort of the other numbers in this movie, they had Abby Stafford and Tyler Peck.
Yes.
Also with the New York City Ballet.
The music in the scene, and also a lot of music from the movie in general, is by Felix Mendelssohn, which
Love him.
one of our favorite composers outside of Tchaikovsky, obviously.
Yes, obviously. And so with that being said, you guys, the 12 Dancing Princesses, analyzed and critiqued by yours truly.
Yours truly.
Is she gone? I thought I heard voices. I don't hear anything now. Let's go.
In a smaller note, I had my hair up in ribbons, in a half up, and Jordan's you did tiny
Half up and tiny braids.
because that's what they wear in the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here we go.
I've actually never seen the movie, so this
Me
is
either.
quite interesting.
This is new. But it looks just like in the book.
Night to forget Rowena and her rules.
And pause here. Again, Firebird reference. This is almost exactly kind of what they wear in the Firebird. Like the flowy white shift dresses with the long sleeves.
Yeah.
This looks like it.
It's just so Firebird. Hair down.
Yeah, hair down, little slippers.
Yeah,
Just
so
all beautiful
funny.
walking through the garden.
What should we dance to first?
We love ballet. Good idea. Ballet.
We love ballet too, Barbie.
We also love ballet.
We love ballet.
I wish we were dressed like ballerinas.
Whoa. Ah, yes. Here
It
we
looks
are.
just like the book.
It looks exactly
Oh my
like the
goodness.
book. Wow.
I feel like a kid again.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not joking. This is so fun. I wouldn't say this is very ballerina-esque.
Yeah, it's not necessarily ballerina-esque, except for the bun. Honestly, though, if you look at Swan Lake, the court dances,
Yeah, like the pas de trois.
the pas de trois and stuff, like they look like gowns, just a little shorter.
Sure. Yeah, actually, if you look at
Yeah.
ABT is closer.
Yeah, see?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
We wish we had ballet music.
Ballet music. Wow, magic instruments. Beautiful. Mendelssohn, we love Mendelssohn.
There we go.
All right.
That was definitively ballet.
No, it's definitely ballet.
Like you can actually make out what they're doing.
Yeah.
Some of the other Barbie movies, I feel like it was just kind of indecipherable.
It just flows right through me, you know?
This was développé and down pas de bourrée.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Second arm's a little bit higher, but that's okay.
That's so Balanchine.
That is so Balanchine.
You can tell it was choreographed by NYCB. You can absolutely see it. Peter Martin's worked very closely with Balanchine's, and so obviously his choreography kind of mirrors that.
I feel like the animation in this is better than
So
in the
much better.
Nutcracker. In the Nutcracker, the arms were sometimes not even really ballet positions at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
it looked
feel
more
like
awkward for
in
sure.
this, their arms are a little locked out, but you can still see like they're more in
more-
ballet positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Even how they leave their head for this balance.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's actually such a nuanced detail.
It is a
that
touch, yeah.
I'm surprised that they added that.
Oh yay, close-ups.
Extremely Balanchine. They look a lot more turned out
Yeah.
too. Like obviously their feet aren't that pointed,
Yeah.
but you know, they're Barbies, they're gonna have the Barbie foot TM.
But yeah.
But they're surprising, like the transition, they're pretty
Yeah.
turned out, and I can see clear positions. Barbified, but they're clear ballet positions.
yeah. This is like such a small note.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're spotting in the ponytail in the States. Oh, Pierce from Fifth, alright.
Which are actually fifth.
Wow. Yeah, they actually are
Crossed
fifth.
fifth.
They're actually crossed fifth. And the momentum looks
Momentum
right.
is there.
I mean, we're a little overcrossed.
That's true.
We're a little overcrossed.
A little overcrossed.
But they're like closing in fifth.
That's the most impressive thing to me.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Barbie went straight to a 4.
Come on.
Okay, it's all right. We'll forget it.
That was a little odd. I don't know what was going on with the
Yeah,
top
this
arm.
was funny, but this balance was really nice.
Exactly.
I like how they left their head there.
Yeah, it's always that.
It had a nice breath to it.
Yeah, that's actually a very quintessentially dancer thing.
It is.
Because you would never just start walking. You always breathe.
Yeah, breathe before you go.
Breathe and you go. I'm shocked that like the nuance of the dancers made it into the animation.
Yeah. It's almost dizzying because they're so in sync.
Yeah, they're so in sync.
They copied and pasted. Quarter ballet dreams.
Yeah, literally, we all wish we could.
We all wish we could be like Barbie. Oh, and our ribbons are laced up to our knees in typical Barbie fashion, which is definitely not accurate. I just think it's funny because, like, where did they get this? Where did they get this idea?
Yeah, exactly.
Because literally no one in ballet, from my knowledge, has ever done it this way.
Yeah.
So I just think it's really interesting. So that was the first clip of Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses movie. So far, we're quite impressed.
I think, again, like the physics of the step just worked better in this movie.
It translated better.
Yeah. And the port-de-bras was way better in this one.
Much better.
It's still not great, not perfect. But again, this is
Realistic,
like
but-
2006.
Other than those minor critiques.
Yeah, I do think it was better.
It was better.
It was a lot better.
So we're gonna move on to clip 2, another magical garden scene. But in this scene, we're gonna get to see some pas de deux work,
Ooh.
supposedly. So
Ooh.
let's get into it.
Wouldn't it be nice if we had a dancing partner? I wish I could dance with a handsome prince.
Everyone's wish, really. No, I'm joking.
It kind of is.
Another thing, though, the statues turning to life. Where have we seen that before? Firebird! The real men get turned to stone.
Yeah.
And then when Kachgai gets destroyed, then all of the
come
men
back.
who have been turned to stone come back to life. Alright. That was an interesting pseudonym.
Okay, what was that?
You know, he's a statue.
He's a statue, we'll give him grace.
This is a very classic.
Very classical line.
Classical
and
bow.
he is quite turned out as well. And
Appreciate the
pointed.
turnout.
We do appreciate that. He's a statue, we'll keep that in mind as we
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Ah, yes,
I
ballet
love
etiquette.
you.
Let's go. Let's go.
His shoulders are a little up.
His shoulders are a little up, but this presenting
Yeah,
as they
this-
come forward, that's so accurate
that is
to ballet.
accurate.
And it was well done. And walking her around in this circle just before they assume their starting position together,
Again, very accurate.
very well done.
I feel like this was not as good as the way they animated the girls.
I agree. Which is funny because last time we said that
They animated the guy,
they animated
Eric, better than Barbie.
better than Barbie, but
In this one, it's the reverse.
I wish I could dance with the prince too. I wish that too.
Yeah,
they animated the girls better.
yeah, they really did.
But-
Normally, if you're going to bow this way and offer your hand, it would come from the middle, and then you would offer. He just went like that.
They're statues, you guys.
They're statues. It's okay. All of these steps, if you were to do this on a stage, it would actually like look really
It would
beautiful.
look good.
Yeah. And I think another thing that I liked about these scenes specifically is that they utilized ballet in a very nice way. I think they portrayed it very well. They didn't mess with Mendelssohn or Tchaikovsky. Looking at you, Barbie in the pink shoes.
Oh.
So I really appreciate that. So far, they're using the ballet scenes the way you would see the dancing in an actual ballet. It's as a divertissement. As like an interlude. It doesn't necessarily further the story.
No.
But you get to enjoy some beautiful dancing in between the scenes of the movie. I did not see that coming. I didn't either. Who let him in?
So after this mild inconvenience, we shall move on to clip number 3, which is the end of the movie. And this is actually not in the magical garden anymore because the Duchess has been banished. And now we're going to have a scene that occurs in every classical ballet, and that is a wedding scene.
Yep.
Because, of course, our protagonists get married in the end.
Yep.
You know, it was a dream of mine when I was a kid, or like a small wish when I was a kid to have hair as long as Barbie, and now I can say that I do.
Oh, look at that.
Dreams really do come true. Barbie was right. That wasn't in the script.
That wasn't in the
script. Again, his elbow is like so far behind him,
it's
though.
just a little
Like if you're supposed to do it, you keep everything more or less in front of you.
and extended.
That's a small
issue.
Small issue we'll overlook.
That's a pretty common line though, where she's like this on his arm.
Yeah, kind of draped over his.
Yeah.
Very, very classical.
Because he's not holding her hand, that's all right for it to be a little higher.
Because then it's like an open fourth sort of situation.
Yeah, exactly.
The sandwich returns.
The sandwich returns, you guys.
Baptize the We were so close.
We did better for the Nutcracker in terms of the
Yeah, he had her.
Again,
did he
it's-
do one arm in the Nutcracker?
I think he did.
He might have done one arm in the Nutcracker.
It shouldn't be hands.
He should have her in his elbow.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And the other hand kind of like wraps around. Or sometimes one-handed.
It shouldn't be like wrist. You should not be holding her up with just your wrist.
Or your fingers. Like it
Or-
literally
yeah, it's
looks
literally
like
he's holding her
in
with like this
in his hand.
That's all right. It's Barbie. See, they animated the girls so well.
They did such a good job with that passage.
Yeah. They did a really good job animating
The
them.
épaulement.
Yeah.
That's wholesome. Father-daughter.
Alright,
that's much better.
And I like that they show him using his legs as well to match her. So much of is done with the legs.
And even here, his hands are kind of off, which is accurate.
That is
too.
accurate.
For a lot of things in partnering, it's helpful to have it a little offset.
And the back leg is turned out.
Yeah, see?
Appreciate that.
A little bit sickled,
A little
but
sickled.
we don't have ribbons laced up to our knees. Aww. Yay!
Oh, and that's the end.
Oh, and their end pose?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
that's
here.
lovely. Very balletic.
Very balletic.
Oh, that was good. Aside from some small details.
There are a few details.
But like we were being picky, you guys.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Really picky. Like honestly, if I just was watching this to enjoy it and not to make a commentary where we're supposed to pick out everything
Yeah.
for you guys, I would have been able to enjoy that and appreciate it for what it was.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think my overall thoughts were that they animated the girls really well. A lot better. The portrayal of ballet is very good. Again, you just get to enjoy it. We said this before, just like a divertissement in the midst
it's like
of
a
the
real
movie.
ballet.
And also, animation quality is much better. So you can
Right.
see like the professional dancer's technique shining through, and it doesn't get lost in translation the way it did for the Nutcracker.
Exactly. Well, that was quite the turn of events.
I'm shocked.
I'm a little shocked myself. I think we have to give Barbie the Ballet Nerd stamp of approval with this movie.
I was actually genuinely shocked, especially for being an old movie. You know, we're giving a little extra grace because it's an older movie. But it was just a nice way to incorporate ballet into a movie.
I think so too, and I think that's what impressed me the most is the way they kind of incorporate ballet into the general scope of the movie and the story and everything like that. I think it really showcases ballet in a very wholesome and lovely sort of way for, you know, all audiences, especially our young ones. But anyway, what do you guys think of the movie? We would love to know what you guys thought of these scenes or maybe the movie as a whole. We're very curious to know your opinion on it. Did you love it? What critiques do you have with it? Let us hear it all in the comments.
If you like this video, obviously like the video. And also, we are getting so close to 50K of you here on our YouTube channel.
I can't believe it.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy.
We're so grateful for you guys.
Yes,
so
thank
if
you.
you want to be part of the road to Ballerina 50K,
Yes.
then make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'd be so happy to have you join us.
If you really love our channel and you want to help us continue to make ballet more accessible to viewers like you, then feel free to become a patron on our Patreon channel at patreon.com/ballerina and join this long list of patrons who have been world-changing geniuses for us. And to all of our patrons, thank you so much for your support. It truly means the world to us, and we couldn't be doing any of this without you.
Anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballerina signing off. Until the next video.
Bye. So basically Barbie and the 12 dancing princesses. Are there 13 then?
Is it 13?
I forget. I
Or is
honestly...
it Barbie in the 12 dancing princesses? I don't even know. Is it like the main girl and her 12 sisters, or is she one of the 12?
I don't know.
So now is it Barbie and the 12? So technically there's 13.
Is it in the 12 or and the 12? In the 12.
Oh!
Genevieve. I could never say that as a
Genevieve.
kid. I was like,
I remember
who is
thinking it
this?
was the most gorgeous name.
I was
like Genevieve. Like, wow, what a
Genevieve.
name.
I was pretty awestruck by her name as well. I won't lie.
I was like, what an exotic name.
I was exotic.
Genevieve.
Genevieve. This is very Firebird
Very
inspired.
Firebird, yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Inspired.
It's Eden.
I'm sorry. Don't put that in. That wasn't even funny.